Hello, I'm Brandon Watson, head instructor at Central Arkansas Golf Academy in Conway, Arkansas. I'd like to thank you for joining us of our first installment of Academy Tips. The knockdown shot is a golf shot that has a lower trajectory, less backspin, and goes a little bit shorter distance, but it fights the incoming wind or side wind, and we're going to be seeing a lot of wind during these months of golf here in Arkansas. The knockdown characteristics of it, it has a lower flight. We are taking more club, so we don't have to swing as hard. Swinging hard will only put more backspin off the ball, and then it will drop faster into the wind. The more backspin we have into the wind like we are today will kill a golf shot. The resistance against the wind just absolutely knocks all that speed off the golf ball. All right, key components of the knockdown shot. It's mainly in the setup. First thing we want to do, normal ball position just left of center for most shots. I've got a 7-iron here. We want to move that back about 3 inches. We don't want to get it too far back because, again, the farther we move it back, the steeper our golf swing, the more backspin that's going to produce. So we get it about 2 inches from inside our right foot. I'm going to choke down on this club a little bit, make sure my hands are in my normal position. Definitely don't want to back them up here with the golf ball. We're trying to de-loft that club. My normal 7-iron loft is here. I want to have a little less right in here. The third thing, very, very important here, we want to make sure that we make a shallow golf swing. I see a lot of my students attempting a knockdown, hitting it low in the wind, and they're really trying to lean over here on that front side, hit steep down on it like that. One of two things is going to happen. You may hit a trajectory that's low to begin with, but the actual backspin will rise into the wind. You also bring in the dreaded shank into your shot here. So whenever we move our body forward, we lean our spine toward the target. That makes our angle of descent too steep, creating too much backspin, or also catching that ball on a glancing blow and shooting it off to the right. I'm going to show you how to hit a correct knockdown and how to practice this shot. Now that we know the three main components of our setup and swing for a knockdown golf shot, we have to have a way to practice it. When we're swinging, we can't see ourselves, and oftentimes we don't have an instructor or a set of eyes there to help us. We're usually practicing alone. So what I've built here is a simple device that will help us make the correct movements and know we're making the correct movements in our practice swings. All I've done is taken a hula hoop, 99 cents at your local mart store, and 2 dowel rods, about a $2 contraption here, and that's going to help me maintain my swing plane to the inside and shallow, back to the inside, hands low, in order to hit this golf shot. I've also put a club here showing my ball position that's going to be slightly back of center, making sure that my weight has fully shifted across the golf ball when I hit this. Again, to hit the knockdown, we definitely don't want to be back here on this back foot hitting up the shot. We're wanting to hit a low piercing shot with little spin that'll stay on the green. This device is not meant to swing out of, we'll knock it off, but just to hit some slow practice swings. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and set up. These dowel rods are set at the normal angle of my 7-iron. Set them up to whatever iron you plan on hitting the knockdown shot with. I'm going to have this club running right of center. I'm a right-hander, so it's back of center here. And I'm going to make sure that when I turn back here, I'm going to stay on the plane, the proper plane here, going to the inside. Again, I see a lot of people picking this shot up, trying to pinch it against the grass right here, hits the squirter to the right or puts a lot of backspin on it. So as I practice out of this, I'm just going to make some slow motion swings here, let my hands drop back down onto the plane. I'm going to keep my weight left here, turning my body through, and then I'm going to finish on the finish side. Make sure I'm going back into the inside here. We definitely don't want to hold this face open like that right there, again creating backspin. We want to make sure the face here rotates down the plane, rotate over down the target line, make sure I'm nice and extended here. Now that I've made a couple practice swings and my $2 golf swing plane device, I'm going to come to the other side of this and actually hit some live shots. I'm going to go ahead and take my club here, slide it out, still using it for the ball position. I've got a visual right in front of me, which is the device I just used. Ball position's back. I'm going to choke down, which makes me scoot slightly closer. I'm going to rehearse that nice inside swing plane right on my hula hoop. Make sure my weight shifts left through the shot. Take a little bit smaller swing, making sure I don't get that speed and backspin, and then I'm going to execute. Shot comes off a little bit lower and right on target. Okay, that was my 7-iron there. Normally I hit my 7-iron around 175 yards. You can see it just went to the 150 there in the wind. Had a much lower ball flight than I normally do. I took an abbreviated backswing, but I went ahead and followed through down the line. You're going to take more club here, so you don't have to hit it hard, and you're not going to put all that backspin. Use these keys, and I promise your knockdown shots will become a lot better.